music that's just supposed to make you. I don't give a damn. You got the sad music. You got the rageful music. You got like the depressing music. The top tier music will always be the music that makes you get up and dance. It is something about that specific type of music. If the music makes you get up and dance, I feel like it's unbeatable. Like I just truly feel like in my soul, it's unbeatable. Hello, been a while. I think it's been what, 4 days? 4 days since you and I last saw each other, and you know, how we doing? How we feeling? How are you all? Are you doing well? Are you doing fine? Are you living good? Are you all right? I hope so. I hope a lot of you are doing well on this random Tuesday. Finally, after 1, 2, 3, 4 streams, I finally have a proper thumbnail. Hey, you know, I feel pretty good about that. I feel pretty good that I got that. But I'm not interested in wasting a lot of time. I'm interested in having a little bit of fun. Just vibe just a little bit. And maybe, just maybe, depending on how I feel, I might just lose my mind just a little bit. Just a little bit. I don't know yet. It's a good morning. The morning started off so good. And you know why? Because I distinctly remember living in a time where there were a bunch of people saying, if you don't speak up about this thing, that thing, and the third thing, you're a bigot. How could you possibly have a normal life with all these things going on in the world, all these atrocities? How could you sit there and not say anything about it? Well, maybe I didn't want to. Maybe I didn't want to constantly consume myself with a lot of negativity, such as hatred, wars, seeing dead bodies. Like, some people just don't want to see that. Some people don't want to see those type of things. And when meeting these individuals who say these things, I always wonder, are you living by what you demand others to do? Or are you just saying that so that you could look like a hero to somebody somewhere? Because what's funny about these types of people who always tell you, focus on this thing because it's important, they always seem to, without even the slightest bit of hesitation, will sit there and make it as if they will spend all their time, eat, sleep, shitting, protecting or speaking about a message. And they're not. They post on social media, they do a quick little tag of something, and then they just fucking fuck off and go party and go get drunk. Hello, Leo and Cairo. Hello to everybody. All you shits and giggles in my fucking chat. But you know what's crazy? I knew at some point, and I never really said this out loud, I just thought this to myself. Some point there's going to come a time of conflict of interest where something's going to be something that a lot of these Americans want to talk about and demand others talk about. And then there's going to come a time where people just want to celebrate and party and dance. And the two worlds were going to end up colliding at some point. I did not expect it to be during Pride Month, where one group is trying to just have parades and celebrate being gay, and the other motherfuckers are like, hold on, free Palestine. What happened to the frogs? We'll get there. We'll get there as soon as I'm done watching this. No pride in genocide is wild. And you know what? I'm not a big fan of defacing flags in such a way, even if it's for a political message, even if it's a flag that some of it I don't really agree with. Somebody told me that, like, on the pride flag, the new brown and black are supposed to symbolize black people. And it's like, I don't know how accurate that is, but if it's true, weird. I already got my flag of representation. It's the state flag of Louisiana. I like this because now there's going to be the come to moment for somebody. It's gonna be the come to moment for somebody. Who? I have no idea, because the weirdo conservatives are just like, look at all these motherfuckers fighting. They're so stupid. It's like, you clearly have people who want to celebrate their pride, but you clearly have other people who want to fucking run around and make sure that, hey, don't fucking forget what we got going on here. And it's like, what a time to be alive. Honestly, I think the pride's gonna win, because this is just one example. They got pride parades all over the fucking country right now. But if you listen to some motherfuckers, they're somehow standing up loud and proud and saying, I'm not celebrating pride again. After like spending, 3 years straight not celebrating it, you're going to tell me the same thing. Oh, it's demonic. It's this, it's that. How could anyone celebrate this? Well, clearly, based off of this fucking video, a bunch of people. But those same people will be living in sin. And if you chastise them about that, you can't speak on that, because that's not the same, because contradictions be damned. Let's live in an era where we just make up shit for fun. But, I feel kind of bad. And you know who I feel bad for? The person who didn't know that there was a parade and they have to navigate around extra traffic. So people like me, I am very upset. When I wake up and I don't know that there's a parade and I go out and roads are blocked off, I'm pissed off. And maybe your response to me is, well, you should be checking the local news. It's like, why am I checking the local news for a parade route? How we doing, Leon? Oh, fuck, I'm doing great. I woke up. Thought July was Pride. And this is the thing. And maybe I'll get this out the way now. Because if I just bottle it in, I'm going to be mad when more motherfuckers start doing it. And listen. All right. Clock me right now. It is June 4th, 11:07 a.m., 2024. I am annoyed that some people are doing this. And if it gains traction, I'm going to be even more pissed off. If it just so happens that you are somebody who is not a fan of Pride and not a fan of Pride Month, and you're not a fan of anything LGBTQ, you're not a fan of it being in TV and being in stores, that's perfectly fine. If you don't like that, what am I to do with that? There's nothing I could do with what you hate or love in this world, unless you're somebody that thinks having coitus with kids is normal. You're a weirdo. But for you people that's just like, I don't like Pride, I hate it. Okay, oh well. Please, for the love of everything holy and unholy, do not, and I mean do not, use Men's Mental Health Month as your excuse to say fuck Pride Month. Please. Like that's all I'm asking, because you already didn't care about Pride Month. You already didn't care about Men's Mental Health Month. A lot of people didn't. Y'all sit there and tell men to bottle up their feelings and don't really express yourself, because if you do it, somebody gonna use it against you, and you're gonna be in these depressive episodes, and get over your emotions, get over your feelings and all this shit. Don't go from that to using it to say fuck Pride Month. Please. Like I'm begging. Because you have the people who be like, well, how come nobody told us about Men's Mental Health Month? And how come we didn't know about this? I wonder why. How about you pick up your fucking phone and research Men's Mental Health Month? It's been a thing since, I believe, the 90s. Mental Health Month, which was last month, has been a thing since the 40s. These are things that have existed. If you chose to not engage with it, or if you didn't know about it, fine. But don't sit here and pretend like somebody was hiding it from you. You just didn't fucking know. I didn't know about it until 2017. It's okay. You are not going to be the big hero sitting here saying it's some conspiracy. Nobody told you about Men's Mental Health Month. There's a lot of shit that gets celebrated in all these months none of us know about. A motherfucker just sat here and said, Happy National Cheese Day to me. I don't give a fuck about that. I don't like cheese unless it's in my Cheetos or nachos or taco. So please.
Also, stop hiring black people to make Mexican food. Would you trust a white person to make you Chinese food?
Once again, perfect timing. So please, I understand that a lot of y'all don't like Pride Month, but don't do that. Please don't do that, because I can already smell it in the water. I made a video on my cooking channel where I talked about it loosely, and a motherfucker was like, I wonder why we didn't know it was Men's Mental Health Month. And I'm just like, you just fucking stupid. Pick up your fucking phone. You not in school no more. So whatever you want to know about, you can just fucking Google it. I know you motherfuckers hate Google, and I know you motherfuckers, all you motherfuckers that ran around like 2 months ago talking about fuck TikTok, I hope it gets banned. How many of y'all downloaded that shit just to follow Donald Trump? Oops. Fuck. Like, come on, man. Like, I don't feel the need to just. I'm booking it now. I'm saying all this now because I fear somebody is going to do this shit. Instead of us caring about Pride, how about we care about men's mental health? Motherfuckers don't care about men's mental health anyway. You got these fucking red pill dipshits running around me like, oh, fuck your feelings, bottle that away, go work out and go make money. What? So please, dog, just fucking spare it, dog. I don't want to hear it. If you one of these fucking weirdo conservative YouTubers that start that shit, man, fuck you. Burn. Like, actually burn. When did Trump make his TikTok? See, a lot of you motherfuckers about to download TikTok now. A lot of you motherfuckers about to download TikTok. See, I think he made that shit last Saturday. That nigga already got 1 million followers. You want me to believe that all them motherfuckers? You want me to believe all them motherfuckers was already on TikTok? No. It's a Trump fan base, and some of them motherfuckers 2 months ago was like, TikTok needs to be banned. They're stealing our information. But for some reason, it's perfectly fine for these American apps to do it and sell your shit. I saw a YouTuber saying Trump is going to win because he has more followers than Biden. I don't know. I don't know who's winning. All I can tell you is I'm not voting. Fuck Trump. Fuck Biden. This country's still shit. This country's been shit since before them. This country has been in debt since before them. The education system has been pissed before them. Not when it became trendy and cool because you saw pride flags and BLM flags in the fucking classrooms. These classrooms have been underfunded and ran by motherfuckers who are fucking students. These are not new things. It's only new because you motherfuckers want to somehow blame Biden for it all. Like, what the fuck? And you know what make me sick? Now let's work with it for a moment. Let's all say Trump wins. And all the same things that have been happening for the past 4 years and the years before that, they still fucking happen. What are we going to say? Is it Trump's America? Or are we going to sit here and say it's the fucking residue of Biden's America? No. It's Trump's America now, boy. And listen, for the 2 people not in this chat that have asked me for the past 2 days, what do I think about Trump and his whole legal case? Watch the Daily Show video from last night that they uploaded on their YouTube channel. That's my entire opinion. From media literacy to journalistic integrity. I have nothing else to say. Speaking of nothing else to say. I'm sorry. I can't feel bad for this dude. I can't. And the reason I can't feel bad for this dude is because maybe memory is not good. Maybe a lot of people's memory isn't good. This dude legally is fucked. Why is he fucked? Because he spread a lot of misinformation and is now facing the consequence for it. much like CNN and various other mainstream media outlets did when they were running around saying a white kid was a white supremacist racist for standing there and smiling. Much like Fox News when they had to pay like $700 million in a settlement because they was spreading election misinformation. It's like, so before anybody try to, what about this person me? You know, you got examples of the shit. And you got recent examples, because ain't Fauci in trouble now for basically saying, oops, made it up? So it's like, the days come. Y'all just want the shit to happen every day. It's not how it works. But this dude apparently is about to get raided by the fucking FBI. Or not raided by the FBI, but more so just get his fucking companies locked up. The doors locked. Because nobody understands that this motherfucker has to pay people millions of dollars. And because he doesn't have that money on hand, they're going to start seizing properties. But some people are running around saying, oh, they're coming after all the conservative media outlets. Then why the fuck is Fox News still in business? What the fuck? Why the fuck is Megyn Kelly still alive if that's the case? Like, what the fuck? Alex Jones can't even fake cry like a man. Yeah.
At the end of the day.
He really can't, though.
At the end of the day, we're going to beat these people.
That's the fakest shit I'd ever heard. He just, he cried like when I cried when I tried to get a root beer from McDonald's when I was 5. Oh my God, please. I don't want a high C. Like, what the fuck?
At the end of the day, we're going to beat these people. I'm not trying to be dramatic here, but it's been a hard fight. These people hate our children.
These people hate our... What? What? Wait.
Trying to be dramatic here, but it's been a hard fight. These people hate our children.
Leon is cooking right now. I'm here. I cook every day. And listen. I know y'all not gonna like when I say this, but I have a very diverse audience. There's men, there's women, there's niggas, there's crackers. It's like I have a diverse audience of people who politically are either conservative or liberal. And you know what's crazy? Niggas often be agreeing with me. And guess what? Do I hit the home run every time with y'all? No. Clearly, some of y'all didn't like my take about Bully getting her head cranked in, but oh well. Still my take on it. Whether if I'm right or wrong depends on time. But hey, at the end of it all, we all humans. And as long as we're not saying, checks knows, that a fucking mass shooting was staged, like we all good, right? As long as we're not saying that shit with, who could have said that? Class, do you know anybody who could have said a mass shooting was staged? Could you predict anybody could say something? It's right on the... It was right on the tip of my tongue. Oh, him right there. Oh, that's crazy. But you let certain individuals, and I do mean certain because that's the very next tab on my computer. You let certain individuals tell you the story. This is just some smear campaign type operation against the poor man trying to spread the truth. And oh my God, what about all these other people who, and I'll say it right now, deserve the same levels of fucking scrutiny. Especially if you openly lie to the public about something. Oops. Would I laughed at and gleefully smiled about for him? You think I don't want that shit for Don Lemon? You think I don't want that shit for, what the fuck his name? His name sound like a porn star name. Come on. Y'all know it. He used to work at CNN. He was a white dude. Come on. Y'all know who it is. Come on. One of y'all know. You motherfuckers always want to pretend like you don't know shit, but you know. Como. That was his name. Como. That was his name.
Children.
What the fuck was that? What the fuck? What the fuck is this? They're coming for the chair. What? Calm down, little buddy. Yeah. How you go from they're coming for the children? What the fuck? No. Oh God. What? I'm sorry. I gotta see that again. All right, but obviously, when you see a conservative pundit getting put in a scenario that one would deem unfair, you gotta wait for the bottom feed type supporters to come out and hear what they have to say. And I was waiting. I was wondering if some casual suspects would make an appearance. The conservative perspectives of the world. But it didn't happen. But now we have a new challenger in the ring. Fucking quartering. And while I watch this, I'm gonna play multiverses.
What's going on, everyone? Jeremy here from the Quartering. Interesting news over the weekend. Got a couple of random unscheduled live streams from the old AJ man himself, including one where he appeared to break down in tears.
He did not appear to do that. He did that. And then he went
claiming that the studios would be shut down at any moment, that, you know, apparently feds were outside, going to be shutting down the entire operation.
Kind of forgot that good buddy talks a little bit too slow for me.
All of this, by the way, appears to be, targeted. They're not going after.
What do you mean? Wait. Come on now. If you're going to say it's targeted, you got to help me out a little bit. How is it targeted? Because when you say these things, I'm going to need the burden of proof to help me out here. I'm going to need you to provide me a little bit of how the kids say receipts. Because back in my day, you know, we had receipts for things like this. We wanted things to be understood and unscrumped up in perfect fashion, not just in a manner of which that just make no sense. We need help here. We need to come together and give the proper forms of context and information, because if not, we're just spreading misinformation. Okay, there we go. Jeremy looks like he hasn't changed an outfit in a long time. That's mean. Let's not do that.
By the way, they're not going after Alex over the things that he's gotten right in his life. Wrong. They're going after him over things that he has gotten right. And apparently the entire operation could be shut down within hours.
I'm sorry. Correct me if I just so happen to be senile, but I seem to remember that there was a period of time where this guy was saying that a school shooting was a Hollywood fucking scheme, or was a staged event. Did I misremember that being a thing that occurred in our lifetimes? No, I do remember that. I remember how fucking stupid it was for him to do such a thing, and it made no sense for him to do that. Why? Because you're categorizing a school shooting as fake. And maybe I'm just the senile, soon-to-be old man, but I feel like you have an easier case to win if you were being targeted by the media for getting things right. It's harder for you to go through that or to prove that if you got some shit wrong and you're paying the consequence for it, right? Because, you know, if you're right, you wouldn't be going through these things. But since you are clearly wrong, this is what we're working with. Okay, I have to say these things slowly, because if I don't, somehow it gets lost in translation. Somehow.
Looks like there's an emergency court proceeding going on right now, which I'm going to talk about. This looks pretty dire. It's looking pretty dire for the team down in Austin, Texas. This article from Newsweek says, Alex says InfoWars could be shut down within hours. In what is described as an emergency broadcast on Saturday, Alex claimed that his news company, by the way, I'm skipping all their editorial stuff, calling them far right and all this other stuff, which is nonsense. Studios in Austin might be shut down by federal authorities soon. This is going to be our last show because I learned yesterday that they're going to padlock the door and kick us out last night. Alex said on InfoWars on Saturday. Then the same day, May 31st, the news outlet published an article saying it might be shut down in the next 48 hours. Newsweek contacted them by email Sunday morning for any comment of the attempt to shut it down. I went with my instinct and discovered a plan to shut us down, he said. After mentioning he questioned the guards about what was happening Friday night, I discovered this and a bunch of other stuff that I haven't released yet, he said. He claimed he spent the night at the studio to prevent them from being shut down and threatened to call local PD. The host said he had all the evidence to prove that the attempt to shut down the studios, but did not seem so sure when it would actually be happening. There's a 50% chance this is happening right now, he said, in a post published on X, formerly Twitter, on Saturday. They want to shut us down because in bankruptcy and what was happening, we have a path with the judge to continue on for years. The judge has signaled that. So different groups involved in the bankruptcy that will be exposed soon have literally made a move to shut the place down and end my show.
Yeah, because they want that money. Now, legally, this might be corrupt. And honestly, he might actually get a win here. And I think he has. We'll get to that in a second. But this isn't surprising. It would be something a lot of people would do, especially when they want you to face that consequence sooner rather than later.
For those of you that don't know how he ended up in this bankruptcy, in one of arguably the most corrupt decisions I've seen.
Okay, now I want you to hear what I heard earlier, and I decided, don't watch the rest of this. Watch it live on stream so that you could potentially lose your fucking mind.
So different groups involved in the bankruptcy that will be exposed soon have literally made a move to shut the place down and end my show. For those of you that don't know how he ended up in this bankruptcy, in one of arguably the most corrupt decisions I've seen since the Trump conviction, prior to the Trump conviction, because he had some opinions about...
He almost let it slip. He spread, he's about to say information. No, buddy. False information. False. Incorrect. Lingo that was not of substantial claiming. It was bad intel. It was bad intel that he spread. And he, as a media journalist figure, should know better. Much like Don Lemon should know better. All of these motherfuckers should know better. Why? Because they're in the media. They need to be better than this. And because I live in a fucking world where it's better to be a fucking sensationalized freak than it is to be correct, I live in this fucking timeline of life, right?
Incident that happened at a school. I guess some of his listeners were calling up these families and being a-holes or posting on their Facebook pages or whatever.
Wait. Why? Whoa, buddy. You're not selling this correctly. You're not being accurate with this. You need to say what it actually was. This motherfucker was saying a school shooting was staged. Buddy, what are you doing?
For the crime of being incorrect, something the mainstream media does every single day. And in my opinion, when the mainstream media does it, they're doing it from a position of doing it on purpose. Okay.
Class? For example, let's work with that. The media has gotten shit wrong, from hate crimes to Fauci now sitting here being like, essentially, whoopsie. And it's like, I could agree. All these motherfuckers, depending on the severity of it, deserve to face legal ramifications for spreading shit around that has been damaging to other people. For example, claiming a school shooting was a stage operation, hired actors and all. That is something wild to say, especially when the parents are running around without their family member. They don't have their family member at Christmas. They don't have their family member at Thanksgiving. And to continuously spread that shit around as if it was biblical was the dumbest shit anybody could do, especially if you work in media. Could you imagine, for example, if CNN did this, there would be calls for them to get in trouble, have to pay consequences, and motherfuckers would sit there and say, yes. You know why? Because they're claiming something that happened was some staged event. As if that's a normal thing to say. If that's a normal way to operate. And it's not.
They find him like a $250 million, right? More than anyone could ever pay. By the way, none of that money is going to bring back any of those kids. I never really understood why these families get together and sue for money, because it's not going to bring your kid back. And every dollar you spend of that money is just going to be another reminder. Like if it were me, I feel like I wouldn't want any of that person's money, but that's just me.
Oh, I'm glad you said that it's just you. But here's the thing. If I could attempt to be in the shoes of somebody who lost their child via a school shooting and then had to hear somebody sit here and say that it was some Hollywood stunt. Fuck that. You're going to pay. You're going to pay. And I'm speaking for me. You're going to pay financially. And I wouldn't want you hosting a fucking TV show anymore. Why? Because you have the fucking capability of lying to a wide variety of audiences because you have a little bit of influence. I wouldn't want you anywhere around being able to broadcast information anywhere, because if you could lie about this, what else can you fucking lie about and somehow get away with, because nobody has the balls to say, hold on, motherfucker, that is wild what you're doing. That's also weird. It's an online platform. That's wonderful. Still stand by what I just said. Motherfuckers didn't got banned for less. They can get banned for a couple more. Fuck, I got banned for less. I get banned for a couple more. But it's fine. I despise it to the nth degree. All the fans would be, oh, in the eyes of people like this, oh, it's fine. Because, it's the internet. So when you get harassed, buck up, Buttercup. But when other people get harassed based on their political affiliations and who they side with, it's not fair, and this is just cruel. It is no longer something to just be like, oh, well, it's life. No, now it's, oh, fuck, we must do something about this. Is Leon's Twitter unbanned? Nope. Which some people might think my shit is, because I be sending people tweets that know I'm banned, and they probably think, is this motherfucker still banned? Or did he make another fucking Twitter account? And it's like, no, Daddy's still gone. Daddy wishes he could participate in all the fun, but he can't. He wishes he could, but he can't. How long does your ban last? I don't fucking know. I still love the fact that all I can do now is just read, because when I read, it just gives me the opportunity to leave afterwards and not stay to fucking witness moronic takes and them expand. Because I'll read one and I'll just be like, all right, time to go. But then but then if I was unbanned, I'd have to see the responses that are even dumber. So it's like, no. We're good here.
And I guess I'm not in that position. So to be fair, I don't know how I would feel. I can say that now. Jones claimed that the deep state was making a move to shut down his studios after allegedly going after Trump, who on Thursday was found guilty of bogus charges, in my opinion. While on air Saturday, he broke into tears, saying, "We're going to beat this. I'm not trying to be dramatic, but it's been a hard fight." Jones said, "I've been targeted. I was duped by someone. Federal files in secret have claimed that I'm committing various crimes. Of course, untrue. This may be my final performance." Jones received immediate support of Marjorie Taylor Greene, who posted a photo of X saying, "I stand with Alex Jones." Greene is known, obviously, of course. Now, Jones is facing a huge legal expense after being ordered to pay $1.5 billion for calling an incident a hoax. That happened back in 2012, by the way. Again, the mainstream media does this every day and never has to, doesn't get sued, or if they.
Now he's wait. Now let's hear him out.
Later,
hold on. Say that again.
Is known, obviously, of course. Now Jones is facing a huge legal expense after being ordered to pay $1.5 billion for calling an incident a hoax. That happened back in 2012, by the way. Again, the mainstream media does this every day and never has to, doesn't get sued, or if they do, they don't lose.
Now, I'm currently in a game of multiverses that I unfortunately cannot pause. But do I need to remind the class of what I said about 20 minutes ago? about how that man just sat here and told you something is not true? Because I seem to remember, and Adia just brought a newer example. Old Ye Kyle Rittenhouse, the guy who goes on press tours and all he did was shoot somebody in self-defense. That was one where the media paid for lying about that young man. Need I remind you of the various degree of media outlets that sat there and told you that, oh, it's not right. This white supremacist kid standing there smiling with a shitty grin in front of these indigenous people. I seem to remember mainstream media having to pay a consequence for that. But maybe that's too much of a broad brush for some of you. What about Fox News? The publication who was sitting here giving you misinformation about the election, and they had to pay $700 million in that. So when we sit here and try to say shit like the media has never paid a consequence, or if they do, they never lose and they always win, why are we lying? And why are we making it as if mainstream media doesn't face consequences? Should they face more? Yes. Who's going to say that they shouldn't? A dumb fuck is. I'm not. I'm going to say they should face more fucking consequences for the amount of misinformation that they fucking spread. But let's not be ignorant here, children. Let's use our brains.
Later in the same year, the host filed for personal bankruptcy, a move that is often used to stave off legal judgments. But in October 2023, bankruptcy court ruled that Jones is not protected by the bankruptcy and still needs to pay the $1.5 billion in damages to families affected by his opinion. Not the person that did the crime, Alex's opinion. Since then, he's been scrambling to handle the payments. In December, he proposed a settlement that would pay the families $5.5 million every year over 10 years. But the families decided that wasn't enough money, which again, it is my personal belief that the people behind this lawsuit, right, don't care about the money, that they're being told to do this, that it's about shutting him down. It's not about the money. Last week, he obtained special approval for the $2.8 million.
Well, not to sound very much like someone who's heard legal counsel before. Some motherfuckers are in it for the money. So some motherfuckers do get told, yeah, we could get some money out of this motherfucker. And I'm not seeing a problem with that, because guess what? If it were to be happening to Don Lemon and CNN, a lot of you motherfuckers would say, go get that money, queen. Go get the bag, sis. Fucking slay, baby girl.
Dollar sale of his Texas ranch. The money will be put in escrow to pay for his legal expenses. I mean, they have absolutely gone to, essentially break him down, take everything he has. And again, for what purpose? I don't know. This does not bring those kids back. This doesn't, unring the bell, so to speak. So of course it's just, of course it's that.
So the point is, we're fighting back. That's the point.
To be fair, right? To be fair, I am, friendly with Alex. He's been on my show a few times, all this kind of stuff. So, I do have some bias, but look, I don't agree with everything he says.
So say it instead of just being the, oh, I think they're doing this unfairly and it's not bringing your kids back argument. Just say his take about framing a fucking mass shooting as a Hollywood stunt was fucking stupid. How about you just say it? If you say it, it ain't as bad. But it's the hilarious fact that you're avoiding saying it that makes me sit here and say, you're not really about it. You're just trying to paint a brush on it very subtly and very poorly, I might add, because that's not even a good way to do it. Oh, that's my friend, but yeah, your families, you're just in it for the money. You're not doing anything of integrity. It's not bringing your children back. You are going above and beyond to chastise a family wanting accountability for a journalist spouting bullshit in regards to their dead children. Oops.
I don't believe in everything he says, but you have this,
We have to stay here. We have to let them shut us down. We have to stand all the way to the end, and we're going to win.
Jones, I think everybody needs a war cry, man. Can you muster a war cry?
It's a big joke.
It's not really, though. I mean, it is, but it isn't. It's also inspiring.
My voice will completely go into this, but it's fine. It's my resistance to them. It's a God's transmission. It's a human under attack.
You wonder why Americans get laughed at for a lot of shit. It's because these are the people y'all go to for information. And then you wonder why you get called retarded.
I mean, I think that, people are trying to, again.
We're going to beat these people. I'm not trying to be dramatic here, but it's been a hard fight.
People are making fun of him. I don't think it's funny. I don't think it's funny that they're trying to destroy this man.
But if it were to happen to Don Lemon and Don Lemon gets on camera, oh, well, you shouldn't have been talking about how there were peaceful protests and standing in front of fires. It's amazing to me the lengths people go to pretend as if everyone else is blind and doesn't have a memory. And you know what? Maybe all, 50 of you don't have a good memory. I do. Because you know what? When I was a kid, my dad used to try to say this as a means of trying to get me to realize that I'm either lying or misremembering. But all it did was instill in me that people are shit. And as long as you keep a good memory of it, you'll never go wrong, because they'll do their damnedest to make you think otherwise. But as long as you got a good memory, you can't go wrong. He used to tell me, I only remember what I want to remember. And he was so right. He doesn't even realize it. I absolutely remember what I want to remember. I remember the dumb shit people say and do to me. That way, when they lie or they run around in front of their friends and say, oh, I did nothing. Not only do I got a back catalog, I got the moments in time to the date. Why? Because I'm a motherfucker that despises having my teammates throwing the game. I'm a motherfucker who despises blatant lies. And right now, quartering, you're doing a horrible job sticking up for your buddy with your biases intact.
I'm sure he has dozens of employees that they're trying to destroy. Look, I can't imagine what it would be like to lose somebody in that type of event, right? With the parents who are filing these lawsuits. I don't know. I can't put myself in their shoes. It seems terrible, awful. I would never want that to happen to anybody. But what I will never understand is why do they need $1 billion? Does $1 billion bring your kid back? Does $1 billion? I mean, he's not the guy that did the crime. It's so weird.
He's the guy that said that it was all a lie.
It's so weird. And then the people that celebrate it, again, I don't understand.
Me, I'm celebrating it. It's a journalist who lied, who deserves to have a consequence. And this is the consequence. Same with Fauci. Same with Tucker Carlson. Same with Megyn Kelly. Same with Jon Stewart. Any of you motherfuckers spread misinformation to an egregious degree about people, especially if people are dead, you deserve a consequence. I would argue the same that I was about to call this motherfucker John Lemon, Alex Jones is going through. It's easy, but because motherfuckers and their biases want to get in the way of actually paying attention to any fucking thing, you got these dipshits who will sit here and be like, nah, it's fine. My teammate's throwing. My teammate is fucking throwing. Why am I playing with people who are throwing the game? What the fuck? Come on, bro. What are you doing? I'm over here 2v1ing.
Why anyone would celebrate this. Alex is, a very kind man in my experience with him. He's been out there. He's been, covering the news for a long time. You see this. Jones 50 was openly sobbing on a show as he alleged, without any evidence, that the deep state were trying to shut him down after federal agents were supposedly received secret files that alleged he was committing crimes or handed over to the Justice Department. He had to sleep in the show's Dallas studio the night before to prevent it from being padlocked hours before.
I'm in the same state as this motherfucker. Oh, man.
The web version of his network in an article.
Now I gotta move.
Claimed the same. I love this crew. Jones said 15 minutes in the
I can't move. I just renewed my fucking lease.
final hour of the X broadcast, where he called members of unspecified federal agencies going after him names. I'm starting pissed off. He said, I'm trying to cry is a fake thing, but I'm so sick of these people. He added, we're all over it. We're trying to save America. They're effing us over and over again. It's so sick. I don't really understand. I don't understand any of this other than from a perspective of people who are obviously trying to silence him, right? They're not going after him for things that he's done wrong. Now this via Walt
Excuse me. Yes, they are. Nigga, you read an article detailing the shit he did wrong. What do you mean? Wait a fucking minute. What planet am I on? Am I on Mars? Am I being punked? Cut the cameras. Cut the motherfucking cameras. Cause last I motherfucking checked, this whole thing started not because he's conservative, not because he said, oh my God, Joe Biden ugly, not even because he said the frogs are gay. This motherfucker said a school shooting was staged. He's led to motherfucking family members getting harassed. Hell the fuck oh? When did this become like the thing for a couple of y'all? Like, why is spreading lies on your side fine and no one should be targeted and punished for that? But let a motherfucking libtard YouTuber podcast, let the Young Turks go through this shit. And these motherfuckers will bend over backwards to smile with glee and say, what a good thing that has happened to you, liberal media. That's so awesome. I'm so happy that happened to you because you spread misinformation. What the fuck? Like, what the fuck?
Wang, is InfoWars closing? Alex has warned that debtor will have to cease operation if he's not authorized to use cash collateral in bankruptcy court. What's interesting is debtor will have to cease operating today in an event that needlessly inflict damage on the value of the bankruptcy estate. What is his cash collateral? On May 28th, Free Speech Systems, the legal name for InfoWars, filed its monthly operating report for June 2024. InfoWars specifically restricted from spending beyond the budget. So you see here, obviously, they had cash receipts, $2.7 million. Cash disbursements, $2.7 million. Net cash flow, $9,200. Column B. So he's got $168,000 of projected cash flow. This kind of stuff. Is $168,000 net cash flow not enough? On May 28th, the law offices of Ray Battaglia was granted $800,000 to be paid first from the retainer account, the rest from InfoWars directly. PQPR Holdings Limited LLC is a creditor claimed by InfoWars, though it is reportedly owned by Alex and his parents. Reportedly, various families have labeled it a shell company that they claim Alex is using to shield assets.
And I feel like he just goes over all this shit and just complains that it's not fair. I feel like he's going to say that one more time. Is he? Video's always over.
It'll be interesting to see. I mean, all this is about shutting the man down. That's what it's about. I mean, unequivocally. There's no denying that this is about silencing somebody that they don't want out there speaking, that they don't want out there reporting. And he is sustaining obvious, I
mean, again, could be true. You know what also could be true? Motherfucker spread obvious, blatant misinformation that was wild and is still wild to this fucking day. Because as much as you want me to care about misinformation and making sure that the deep state doesn't come fuck me in the ass, you know what else I need to worry about? The amount of people who call themselves credible doing shit that is not. And maybe, just maybe, in my heart, there's a little bit of sadness for the man, because I bet it's concerning having a bunch of fucking IRS agents up your ass. I bet it is. But then I remember, man, what a bad thing, him spreading that fucking information around. So arguably, it's just his fucking karma coming to get his ass. That's the way I see it. And that's the same opinion I would have if it was Don Lemon, Chris Cuomo, that one bald motherfucker who was talking about CNN viewership that made me realize that I had more viewers on a video than they did in an entire fucking night segment, which I was very proud of. If it occurs this egregiously, why would I feel bad? Oh, they're trying to shut the man down because they don't want to hear him speak the truth. What, is he going to tell me more frogs are gay? Is he going to tell me that the raccoons are turning heterosexual normative? Wow. What a beacon of hope the man is for information. Yay. That's exciting to know at the beginning, end, and middle of the fucking day, you know? But this is good news, though. He got handed a lifeline by a judge. So all this banging on the door shit, he got a fucking lifeline. $6 Sandy Hook denier, you can't see it. Sandy Hook denier Alex Jones has been handed a lifeline by a judge after he broke down in tears on his conspiracy-laden InfoWars show, claiming that federal authorities were trying to shut it down. On Monday, U.S. bankruptcy judge Christopher Lopez, great name, issued a ruling allowing Jones to keep operations up and running for the next 2 weeks while the court decides whether his assets should be liquidated. Jones, previously sued by families of the Sandy Hook shooting victims for pushing a conspiracy theory that the massacre was a hoax, a judge ultimately ordered him to pay $1.5 billion in compensation to the families. So he's got his lifeline. He's got 2 weeks, and he better fucking hope his assets don't get liquidated. And honestly, if you want my opinion, even though I'm sitting here saying, yes, I'm happy this is happening, if his fucking brand gets liquidated, how the fuck is he paying these people back? If the InfoWars show gets shut down, he can't pay these people back. So then what? What do we do then? Does he just sit there? Does he jerk them off until he dies as a form of penance and service? I think that would be a terrible way to go about this. Keep his fucking show open and make him pay that fucking money. And let it be a fucking strong example to everybody. Mainstream or even small stream, because some of these dumb fucks think all publicity is good publicity. And we will be discussing how that concept is ass backwards in my new YouTube video in a couple of hours. This is the consequence. Y'all walk around just spreading this shit as if it's biblical, and then you wonder why motherfuckers will knock on your door and say, hello, that was a dumb thing you said. Get ready. That's why I try my damnedest. That's why I just wait. Some shit, it'll have me interested enough to talk about reactions, but I'll just wait majority of the time. Why? The fuck I look like paying $1 billion to anybody because I said some wrong information and spread it around as if it was gospel. And if I just so happen to be wrong about some shit, you know how quick I'm getting back on camera and be like, no ifs, no ands, no circumstances. I was wrong. My bad. Got to do better with that. My bad. It ain't difficult. I got pride in a lot of shit, but what I will not stand on is being biblically wrong and evidence to back up that I'm wrong. I fucked up. You know why? Well, I'm wording this wrong. Like I have a justified reason to fuck it up. But we humans, we not gonna get shit right though. We not getting shit right all the time. We gonna be wrong about shit. And the dumb motherfuckers are gonna be like, oh, well, I was wrong, but no, you was wrong. End it right there. That's it. No ifs, no ands, no extra circumstance. You was wrong. End of story. And I've made that fucking mistake of being like, I was wrong, but you got to think about, no, don't think about nothing. You was wrong. This motherfucker, motherfucker, he was wrong. And he's paying the consequence. I don't give a fuck about the deep state. I don't give a fuck about Joe Biden. I don't give a fuck about Trump. This motherfucker did this shit before those two became the talking point. That doesn't stop him from doing it again. That's true. He'll probably do some stupid shit like this again. And motherfuckers will be behind him. And maybe he'll have to pay another $1 billion. Why? Not because the deep state. Because he's a fucking journalist spouting bullshit. And deserves to face consequence. Hello. What a lot of you motherfuckers want to happen to Don Lemon, to Donald Trump, to Joe Biden, I'm going to need you to keep it consistent when it's people on your side. Please? I don't give a fuck about talking about Christianity and somebody doing some shit for the sake of the Lord or whatever made up excuse y'all want to justify your side doing the same shit. Fuck, bruh. It ain't this hard, but y'all make it hard. Why? I guess because y'all need a fucking reason to bitch about something. So, honestly, keep the fucking show alive so that he can pay this fucking money. And then let it be in the history books. If you do shit like this, if while people are grieving, you say it's all a conspiracy theory, and you claim it's a hoax like it's Jesse Smuggle Nuts, this can be the thing that happens to you. You have to pay $1 billion to families you wanted to fucking lie about. Not for the sake of journalistic integrity, but for the sake that you're a fucking dumbass. Now, he got his lifeline. He got what he needs to like kind of save his ass just a little bit. But yesterday he put out a video on Twitter about the Democrats and their plan to close InfoWars in 2 weeks. Or next week, I think. Is it 2 weeks or next week? Yeah, next week. So he's got a lifeline of 2 weeks. Let me see. Let me make sure. When did this article come out? 6 hours ago. Let me read that again. Christopher Logan has issued a ruling allowing Jones to keep operations up and running for the next 2 weeks. So maybe they got it wrong and it's 1 week. Let me see. Let me keep reading. I do this when I don't feel like actually paying attention. I'm just like looking for exactly what I need to look for. Oh fuck. So yeah, don't mind when I do that. When I never really want to read a full article and I just want to get to like the part that I need, which is the information I need. I'll just so sorry you had to hear that for the first time. What do you mean that was perfectly comprehensible? Shut up. Fucking Canadian. You Canadians, you see? You Canadians. Ooh, you Canadian. You Canadians got in trouble last week. Now imagine a race war starting because of Canadians. And that'll be my tease for the video in a couple of hours. Leon speaking in tongues, the lizard people got him. Yeah, it's bro. You remember who's been on my main channel long enough to remember when I got a fucking community guideline strike and I was banned for a week because I made a video talking about a motherfucker banning her friends from showing up to a party because they had COVID or because they wouldn't take the vaccine. And YouTube tried to book me by saying I was spreading medical misinformation. I wasn't. And that will always make me dot my I's and cross my T's talking about, yo, I'm not here to spread misinformation. I'm here to say, if you do it, cool. If you don't, cool. But no longer speaking to your friends over it is weird. But they removed that strike and I live to tell another tale. Bro, that shit was crazy. Because I remember that shit. I uploaded that video and I was cooling. And then I went, I'm like, what the fuck? Why I can't access nothing? Then I got a fucking email saying I got a guideline strike. I'm like, oh, what did I do? It wasn't me. I'm not no doctor. I don't have information medically about other people. I got information about me. I live for Leon's gremlin ass laugh. No one believes that I laugh like that, in all sincerity. I got the laughs where I'm dying laughing, but then I got like my just basic laugh where it's just like I don't give a fuck. Give a fuck if I get called weird. I get called weird all my fucking life. Because how dare I fucking be myself in a world full of you cheap insect freaks. That fucking you pretend to be what you not in order to gain some fucking traction, gain a friend, and all this shit. I tried that. I tried what you people do. And let me tell you, fucking anus hurt from that shit. That wasn't fun. Shit made me sick. Shit made me depressed. You know what I'm saying? I know that's a tangent nobody was expecting, but fuck. Be yourselves. If the motherfuckers don't love it, tell them choke. If they tell you be something different, tell them gag. Did you all know that the Hunter Biden trial starts today? Boy, I wonder, should these things be happening to the Biden family? I miss being a marsupial. Oh, trust, you still are. You marsupials are still viewed as such. They coming for you like they came for Alex Jones. See, the difference between me and Alex Jones, and I know you're joking, I didn't do anything that I was actually put on YouTube trial for. I said it was weird that motherfuckers were no longer speaking to their friends based off of their medical history. That's kind of dumb. This motherfucker said children dying was a hoax, even though it was national fucking news. All right. Let's hear him out.
Here's just a few of the headlines.
I did speed this up because this is 19 minutes long, and I will be, matter of fact, speed it up a little bit more. See how fast it could go.
Saying they want me shut down in 11 days. They want me shut down. They don't want money. Say it again. They want me shut down.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have had the FBI and the CIA and the deep state trying to shut us down for years. It's come out in Congress. It's been testified in court. Undercover groups have caught FBI, CIA on video admitting it. They are trying to take us down. And all this lawfare the Democratic Party has run, they've been on record saying they want to shut us down. But we've been so strong and stayed on air so long that when we are facing our final battle, and the system is trying to close the doors here, some people are like, whoa, is this really happening? Yes, ladies and gentlemen, this is all happening. Here are 3 articles, AP, Reuters, CBS News. Actually, I got 4 articles here. Bloomberg. They're all right here with the headline. Sandy Hook families ask for Alex Jones Media Company's liquidation on the 14th. Coming up in 11 days. Alex Jones InfoWars parent must liquidate. Creditors say. Sandy Hook families ask bankruptcy judge to liquidate Alex Jones Media Company, CBS News. AP, judge rejects call to immediately shut down Alex Jones InfoWars in bankruptcy dispute. That is the Associated Press. And I knew when I announced this Friday, immediately there were all these big so-called conservative accounts that said this is fake, it's a publicity stunt, Jones is lying, this isn't real. I was about to go home Friday afternoon, and they called the security, the CRO, and said close the doors at 9 p.m. tonight after Alex leaves. And then I checked the law, and I talked to my lawyers, they go, no, you're the sole member. The CRO can go to the court and try to override you, but he can't unilaterally close the place. So I came here and physically slept here. It's the security firm are bad people. They're being told stuff that isn't true. I hired this great company 6-7 years ago, but I had to get a little confrontation while I feel sorry for them because they didn't know what to do. So then I made the decision to come on Saturday because this was happening, and I said, I don't know what's about to happen. But I'm going to expose what has gone on in the past year with this bankruptcy. It's not the judge, but it's what's gone on with the different groups and organizations and court-appointed people. So then the disinfo starts writing, no, he's still open. It didn't happen. The button's been pushed after Trump was convicted last Thursday. It started the next day to go ahead and get me. This is a soft coup. This is a takeover. I'm not exactly sure all the groups involved or how they're doing it or any of it, but I know Trump gets convicted. All of a sudden, people get called and told to shut down. When the judge was clear, I'm not going to decide anything to the 14th. There were claims we were out of money and we had to close the doors. None of that was true. So I'm just like, whoa, this isn't right. This is going down. So my dad, who ran the supplement company, who has a stake in InfoWars, I'm talking to him over the weekend, and he's saying, yeah, they're probably going to file for liquidation, and we're going to file in there to countercharge that, because once they file for liquidation, you can't file keep it out. You just file, we have our own, which could then be used to keep us open. And so I got off the air at like 3 o'clock. I couldn't sleep last night, so I took a 2-hour nap. I wake up, and the first articles that came out were Alex Jones's dad's company wants to shut down InfoWars. And I went, what? So I call my dad, talk to his people. They go, no, did you not read the filing? We emailed it 2 hours ago. They filed this morning to shut you down on the 14th. We have to have standing. We went in to block this. But the only way you block it is saying, no, we're creditors. We're in front of you. So at first that went out with the right-wing groups, the left controls act like I was doing it, but the left couldn't control themselves. And it's in the federal filing. I've read for 2 hours now to make sure this is all right. AP, Reuters. I mean, this is in thousands of publications. You type in Alex Jones now, it's just literally hundreds of articles. They're getting syndicated everywhere. AP's in thousands of places, just this article. So yeah, and that's what's crazy is I don't want to prove to you this is happening by us closing. I'm fighting to keep it open. I'm doing everything I can to keep it open. I'm about to leave at 4:30 on Friday to go home early and hang out with my family. And I learned they're going to shut it down at 9 p.m. I wasn't supposed to even know that. And then I call up and say, that's not the law. You can't do that. This whole fracas starts. And then I'm sitting back, and this is a fog of war. Because they know it's going to blow up their face trying to shut me down. So they then try to act like when they file to shut it down, and then we file to say, oh, well, if you're going to shut it down and take it over, we're going to file to shut it down. You're saying we're contending within that legal strategy. And I'm not going to try to even get into bankruptcy law. I've been doing this for 2 years. I know more than probably a lot of lawyers do, but that's what's happening. But they couldn't help themselves. So they have this conflicting stuff. Jones wants to shut his own company down through his dad. But my dad has his own company. That's not me. My dad's not going, no, your file deal to shut us down. We're coming in and claiming we are in control of it to keep it going. And let's be honest, it's like the Alamo or Thermopylae.
Ribbit is crazy. I'm not even going to fucking lie to you, buddy. But yeah, it's scummy business practice. Because my guess, and I'm only guessing, could be wrong, and I could accept being wrong. These motherfuckers didn't really go through a good process of making sure that shit doesn't happen. Because if you remember, these are the same, I ain't gonna say like the dad and all this shit. This is the same guy whose lawyers fucked up so much, they sent information that proved Jones was lying to the fucking attorneys that were booking them for $1 billion. It's like, part of me could understand motherfuckers like doing underhanded shit to you. Another part of me is thinking, you are a dumbass. And you got the tendency to do dumbass shit and fail on such a hilarious fucking level. Also, Serenity, thank you for becoming a member. You know what I'm saying? Fuck.
We're not going to hold this off. I mean, maybe God comes through, maybe we do. So here's my prediction. The judge, not a prediction, he already said. He said today again in the hearing, he said, I'm giving it back to Alex Jones. The plaintiffs have not dealt in good faith. They're not settling for what's reasonable. They made all this stuff up. I will give it back to Alex Jones the 14th. You're like, oh, that's great. No, it goes to Ware Gamble and Travis County. And within a couple days, that's a Friday, within Wednesday, Thursday, emergency order, they're going to shut it down. And people, when I told this last week, my own family and crew, they're like, oh, no, they want money. No, they don't. They sell the courthouse steps in Texas, Connecticut. They want to shut us down. So now they've officially said, we are coming in to close the doors as soon as we can. So the Connecticut lawyers and plaintiffs, that's the main, not the plaintiffs themselves, but the group behind it, the FBI, head in Connecticut, when he was the head then, admitted he went and created this and got the families and went to the law firms, created this whole thing. 99% of what they said they didn't do. This was all taken to Alex Jones. This is 5 years ago. They want federal court, because Texas is a separate group that sued, and they actually do want a settlement, or at least they say they do. And so they're trying to come in, and they're with Gamble, and they put her into office. So it's Connecticut and Texas fighting over the corpse of InfoWars right now. And remember what the head lawyer for the Democrats said in Texas? He said, we're going to take over InfoWars and divide the courts. Okay? So that's why this is happening. And so I don't even pay attention to these hearings because I can't deal with that. I cover news. I'm not going to be distracted from my main mission. So I take a nap, I get up, I'm like, what am I? Everybody's calling me. What is this? We're shutting down. Because that was the first Bloomberg spin. But then Bloomberg came back and was like, no, actually, the plaintiffs filed to shut it down, and Alex Jones' dad filed to try to take that from them. So it's like a tug of war. The only move left would be my dad, who does have real claims because they haven't paid him money he's owed. The judge has admitted that, is coming in. So maybe he holds him up a few months. Maybe it stays in federal court. Maybe it goes to state court. I don't know. But all these people going, Jones is doing a publicity stunt. Do you understand that this is all in federal filings? This is all 100% on record. I'm not a lawyer. Before I shot this video, I spent 2 hours talking to people and reading it all just to get it straight for you. So anything else you see is horse crap. And I don't know what's going to come out of this, but I want to make one thing 100% clear. I love InfoWars. I love our crew. I like my own life. I love this place. I want to be going. Even though Austin's kind of communist now, I've been here most of my life. Born in Texas. I don't want to leave. The jurisdiction's over out of control. But let's move on from Alex Jones. I was talking to one of the guys that works here, really smart guy, good friend of mine, he's going to be named. And I said, we're talking about the trifecta of what's happening. They want to trigger a war, a new pandemic, and racial conflict that is the cover for a civil war they're going to trigger. The global push. That's pre-programmed, it's clear. And I went, this is the quattro.
So if we were to believe that, why would the game be strike of all people info fucking wars? Now, maybe it's because my ignorance knows no bounds. Maybe this is the top fucking media outlet online that holds significant weight towards a group of people. Motherfucker said, imagine not being a bug, man. Did you just see me shoulder tackle D-fuck out of that fucking gremlin? Are you fucking crazy, motherfucker? I just got punished, though.
True, actually. Because he added the point. And they want an economic collapse. And there's no doubt all that is on the table. So forget the trifecta. This is the quattro. New bird flu, going after the food supply, racial conflict, manipulated George Floyd 1,000 times worse, white supremacist goes in and attacks black church. You can see it all pre-programmed. I would just say that's an example of what they might do. Don't do that. We want peace with everybody. So, new pandemic, racial conflict be the trigger for civil war, and then you've got.
I ain't even gonna lie. The people might be so desensitized to like the third attempt at a fucking, well, it wouldn't be the second attempt, but I'm always thinking about Ebola being like the first attempt. Motherfuckers might actually fucking sit here and say, you know what? Fuck what the news say. We just gonna walk around. That actually might be the way people do this shit. Instead of just fucking sitting around and be like, oh, let's listen to these people. They might say, fuck this shit. Let's crash out. Because fuck it. We didn't see, we got a time limit on when motherfuckers are gonna care about some shit. So fuck it. Let's keep it going.
An economic collapse and the big one, the war. With Europe saying we're going to send heavy weapons to Ukraine and we're going to bomb Russia. We're going to blow Moscow up with giant bombs that start raining down on Russian cities. I mean, this is Twilight Zone shit. So people say, like, how are you handling this? How's it for you? I'm not even, on a scale of 1 to 10, my problems are like a 0.2. I mean, nuclear war is a 10. This is total cuckoo crazy land. Are they trying to put Trump in jail? Yes. Are they trying to put me in jail? Have they tried? Yes. Are they trying to shut down? Yes. And the gaslighting, because they know they don't control conservatives with liberal bullshit anymore, but they are paying, just like Pfizer did, billions to low-level influencers to go out. Because I saw it instantly Friday when I said, hey, we may be shut down, this is happening. Instantly, these trusted conservatives all over. But you can see the pattern that no one knows who they are. They kind of are milquetoast. Oh, no, Jones is being shut down. This is all made up. That's right. There's no nuclear war. There's no open borders. There's no crime.
Oh, so the conservatives are going against each other. Oh, what? Oh, that's so crazy. You motherfuckers don't stand for shit. And at the drop of a dime, you'll just like dick around with each other. What? That's not, whoa, I couldn't expect no shit like that at all.
Crisis. There's no inflation. There's no plan to shut anything down. None of this is happening. No, it is happening. So the 14th, the judge has said, and the Sandy Hook family's now officially said, what I told you, they sat on the courthouse steps in Connecticut, Texas, we don't want money, we want to shut him down. Shut him down. Take his platform away. Remember those quotes? And now, here's just a few of the headlines saying they want me shut down in 11 days. They want me shut down. They don't want money. Say it again.
Maybe I'm crazy. And maybe it's just the hidden journalist within me, but I would like to see those documents. And no telling me to sign up for the website or telling me to do this, that, or third thing instead of just showing me that. Now, there's still 9 minutes left in his fucking video, so maybe he does. My teammate is throwing. He's not moving. My teammate is fucking throwing. He's not moving. So, maybe, just maybe, it all comes to pass some way, some fucking how. You know what? I'm gonna just fucking die. He's throwing. Since he's throwing, I'm gonna just fucking get it over with.
They want me shut down. That's a bigger question. The judge said a week and a half ago, I'm going to give the company back to Alex Jones. You guys have been in bad faith. You have not settled with him. He was reasonably trying to give you 90% of the extra money he made. Never made as much money as they said. He was near it. Because I believe free speech. I could bite the bullet, ignore that because exposing World War III and the next poison shots, that's more important. And my crew will be taken care of. And so all hell broke loose, and suddenly they're going to close the building. And when that didn't work, the families file. People control them and say, we want to shut down right now. So I don't sit there and go, God, my company's getting shut down. I'm poor me. I go, God, they just evicted Trump in the January court. They're starting World War III, and they're so desperate they're doing this. Oh my God, we're about to have a nuclear war. Financially, something big's coming. So let's move on from Alex Jones here. And all the little people that got paid to say it was a lie, when we get shut down in 2 weeks or a month or whatever it is, you'll hope everybody moves on. No, we'll remember the accounts, the big ones, that did this and lied. On my children, this is happening. You can read it in the filing. You can see them saying shut it down. So we have forced them out in the open. Now, yes, they went 4 hours off the air, so take the articles, take the videos, take the reports, take things we've done, promote them more now than you've ever done. Because they're scared of what we're doing. I just interviewed Victor Boot, one of the top advisors to Putin today. This was an amazing 2-hour interview. It's at X, it's at Video, it's at InfoWars, but those can be shut down. Elon Musk can take me off. You've got to, I don't say he is, you've got to save all these reports. You've got to value the info that the enemy fears. Instead of having a debate about, oh, nobody really wants to take Alex Jones down. He's never been censored. He's never been sued. They didn't, on the courthouse said they want to shut down. God, this guy's a liar. We're like back to 6 years ago. They were first deplatforming me. They would have AP articles. No one's censoring Alex Jones. Remember that? Don't piss on me and tell me it's raining. They're gaslighting you.
I could believe it. I could truly believe this is all a way to fucking shut you down. Still thinking about how you sat there and said a school shooting was a hoax, though. So it's like, I can't really be on your side, buddy. But you know what? Godspeed to you. Also, remember the Alamo.
Mr. Jones, did you know that 12 days ago, your attorneys messed up and sent me an entire digital copy?
Why am I bullying Alex? See, that's that right-wing fucking talk from, see, the fucking right-wingers have infiltrated. Here comes the narc. Here comes the fucking white boy here to save his fucking hero. That's why he's retarded. He gets his fucking information from Alex fucking Jones. No wonder he can't leave Tipster alone. This is his legacy. This is his life standing. This is all he has. Sadness, you hear me? Sadness. But this guy who's talking about media credibility and all this shit happening to him, what a monumental oopsie this was.
Mr. Jones, did you know that 12 days ago, your attorneys messed up and sent me an entire digital copy of your entire cell phone with every text message you've sent for the past 2 years, and when informed, did not take any steps to identify it as privileged or protect it in any way. And as of 2 days ago, it fell free and clear into my possession. And that is how I know you lied to me.
So yeah, I maybe just maybe the government's trying to fuck you and Trump at the same time. You don't present yourself as the smartest human being in the room. I'm sorry, you just don't. So I don't feel bad. Keep his fucking business afloat so that he can pay these fucking people their money back. And fuck him. Let this be a lesson. You people who are bad at journalism, from the Alex Jones to the fucking Icos. Fucking terrible. Y'all are terrible at your jobs. Y'all suck. It's just not good. In fact, it's overall Bush League. You know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. But anyway, I'm done. I did good. I think I did pretty good. Gonna stream, and I changed my fucking stream schedule for Twitch because I just, for the fucking life of me, I can't fucking keep streaming at noon. I just can't. I gotta fluctuate these motherfuckers. So that's the game. So that's the overall game. You know what I'm saying? But in the meantime, I will see you. What the fuck? Welcome to the plantation. Very ill-timed, but you know, that was drastically ill-timed, I shall say. But get out, be gone, it's over. Goodbye. Like the stream on your way out.